Effect of alcohol in family. Alcohol causes more than just trouble for the person drinking, especially with prolonged and massive alcohol misuse, because addiction can negatively affect several areas of a person's life. Often alcoholism has profound effect on family and friends as well as society. Damage family relationship. One way in which alcoholism affects families is in damaged relationships. Families of people affected by alcohol misuse often struggle to create strong emotional bonds even within their family unit. This starts with the parents. Alcoholism increases the risk of negative interactions, especially among couples. People battling alcoholism tend to lie about their condition, minimizing its effect on the family. This destroys trust and makes it's difficult for other family members to build a strong relationship with the individuals. Developmental issues in neglected children. Children of parents who struggle with alcoholism are at higher risk for cognitive, behavioral, and emotional problems. Sadly, parents who are struggling with alcohol addiction are often neglectful of both the physical and emotional needs of their children. This leads to serious developmental issues for the kids. Some of the problems children experience in homes where alcoholism is academic problems, anxiety and depression, poor emotional development, difficult with intimate relationship with others, tendency to dishonest. Domestic abuse. One of the most sobering effects of alcoholism is an increased risk for domestic abuse within the family. Abuse tied to alcoholism can be either emotional or physical in nature. People battling alcoholism may insult their family members, manipulate them, or humiliate them. These are all forms of emotional abuse. Physical violence is also a serious issue. The World Health Organization reports that 55% of the physical assault cases between intimate partners occur when the perpetrators had been drinking, because alcohol use lower their self-control levels by affecting cognitive and physical functioning. People who drink are more prone to acting violently when frustrated. Drain family finances. The habit of consuming alcohol on a regular basis is expensive. Alcoholism is an expensive addiction. Depending on how much you drink, it can cause a significant dent in the family budget. This cost keeps on increasing because as your alcoholism progresses, you need to drink more alcohol to get the same effects. Also puts a strain on family finances indirectly. Most alcoholics find it difficult to fulfill their professional and social obligations. Physical and mental health issues. A battle with alcoholism affects the physical and mental health of most members of the family. The individual fighting addiction will deal with physical health issues because of the impact of excessive alcohol consumption. Some common problems include liver disease, digestive system problems, damage to the brain, and risk for stroke. Mental health problems are also a risk for these families. The anxiety and stress of alcoholism for a family will wear down the emotional health of all involved. Family members of those fighting alcoholism may also struggle with guilt and feelings that they somehow are the cause of their loved one disorder. Alcoholism is a disease that affects all members of the family and the society. What Bible says on alcohol and wine? Ephesians chapter 5 verse 18. Do not get drunk with wine, which leads to debauchery, corruption, stupidity, wickedness. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 1. Wine is a mocker, strong drink is a brawler, and whoever is led astray by it is not wise. Proverbs 23 verses 20-21. Do not associate with heavy drinkers of wine. Drunkenness causes poverty. Proverbs 23 verses 29 and 30. Drinking causes woe, sorrow, fighting, bubbling, wounds without cause, and red eyes. Proverbs 23 verse 31. God instructs not to look at intoxicating drinks. Proverbs 23 verse 32. Alcoholic drinks bite like a serpent, sting like an adder. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19-20 says, your bodies are temple of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God. You are not your own. You were bought at the price, therefore honor God with your bodies. The temple of God is holy, which temple you are. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verses 16-17. Your body is a temple for your spirit. Just as you treat temples with respect, you should treat your body with respect. You can do this by obeying the word of wisdom, by dressing modestly, and by keeping your body clean. What Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12. I am allowed to do anything, but not everything is good for you. And even though I am allowed to do anything, I must not become a slave to anything. We are not supposed to slave of alcohol. We are not supposed to slave of drunkenness, mocker. We are not supposed to mastered and controlled by alcohol. Instead, obeying words of God by keeping your body clean and respect, just as you treat temple with respect. You should treat your body with respect. May God bless you all the hearers.